I'm
Naresh,
Vishwanath.
One second.
can you introduce?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good morning,
Vishwanath.
one and all. Now today we are going to have a alumni who is a 17 passed out, 2017 passed out, Sai Vishwanath Kirti. Okay, he initially placed in Taxicraft company in college with 8.5 lakh package. Later and on, he has his journey has started and he has established his own company. And thank you, Vishwanath, for accepting for the initial call itself.
Thank you,
And
sir.
he
It's my
is going
pleasure.
to give some opportunities to our college students also. You can see the chat box with the Google form which is already sent with the internship opportunities. Okay, so remaining all the things, his journey and his support from college, how he has achieved his goal, everything will be shared by Vishnath. So it's over to you, Vishnath.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thanks for the opportunity, sir. So, like my journey with the college, I was I was saying before, I never believed in education, like marks kind of things. I always believed in the knowledge. Education and knowledge are two different things, and college has supported me every semester with my attendance. I'll be very glad for it. Even though I became a dropout at the end of the day, but college has helped me with my attendance and everything, and I'm really glad for it. And coming back to my professional journey, uh, i start I started my technical journey when I was in intermediate. I used to play multiplayer games. And one day I thought one day I realized that in the multiplayer games we can modify the games, and we can also host our own servers and earn some money. So there I started to explore the things like how to modify a game, or how to design a map or something like that. And I started exploring it, and I hosted my own server. And at the time, Linux servers were very popular, and we used to have a OpenVZ virtualization. Right now, everyone are having their own virtualization missions on their systems, like Docker or OpenVM, something like that. uh, so I I I had I had my own Linux server. I hosted my server there, and I learned about Linux, how exactly the Linux works. And I started my first business there. It is called as Boiling Host. So I used to provide hosting services to other people in the same community, for the game server hosting, and as well as the web hosting. Then later on, I sold that company for $4,500. And then I started my engineering. In the engineering, I haven't done anything for the first 2 years. And in the third year, I got an opportunity to work with a startup called Taxicraft. Basically, there we used to provide in-cab entertainment solutions, inside the cabs. And we in India, we have partnered up with Uber, and in Indonesia we have partnered up with Gojek. And the journey there was very successful. And later on, I moved. In the meantime, I used to also do the healthcare consulting with Apollo hospitals, and also closely work with Sangeeta Reddy on a day-to-day basis. Like even if you in Apollo Jubilee Health Hospital, we have done some innovations. Like we had an emergency room monitoring system, where a patient comes when a patient joins an hospital, they immediately shift to an emergency room. In the emergency room, we kept an IoT based light, where based on the patient health condition, the light color changes. So who is the doctor on the duty can immediately go and assist the patient. That's the purpose of that light. And also, coming to the hospital functionality and hospital management, we have also done something which will simplify their work. So whenever the patient enters an operation theater and exits an operation theater, a nurse used to write down the login time and the logout time. Based on that, the patient used to hospital used to charge the patients. So we have automated the system, where the nurses doesn't need to write in the logbook, using an RFID technology. And each and every day in Apollo, the health people used to walk in for health checks. Around like 120 people used to walk in for health checks every day. and Apollo has a capacity to serve only 70 to 80 people a day. So most of the people who are studying in who are in third year of engineering, they can understand, they know this round robin algorithm. We used it in networking. So we have applied that round robin algorithm in the real life to the real people instead of applying it to the network. So we have applied that round robin algorithm, and we have smartly queued the people. Like whenever let's say there are five patients and there are 4 rooms. In the 5 patients, the 3 patients have the very common tests like ultrasound, TMT, MRI, ECG, blood test, and the other 2 persons have the similar tests like blood test and X-ray, ECG. So what we did was, whenever the whenever a patient walks in, we have prioritized some tests like ultrasound and TMT has to be done at priority. So we have sent the whoever are on the priority list, we have sent them first to there, and we also maintained a list. We also maintained a list where how many people can enter one room. Like in ultrasound, there is only one ultrasound mission, so only one person can enter there. So if there is any other patient with the ultrasound test, we have redirect them to TMT, and after completing the TMT, we have redirect them to ultrasound, and this ultrasound test completed patient transferred to TMT. So we have managed smartly, so there won't be any in this situation there won't be any person sitting idle. We have increased the efficiency, and we have right now Apollo is able to serve 140 patients a day. We have doubled the efficiency by using this one. And coming back to my own company, it's an influencer marketing platform. Influencer marketing platform is not something new in this era, but it's something new in India. In US, there are so many companies with influencer marketing, but we are different from them, and we are trying to solve some biggest problems in the influencer marketing with my platform. Right, sir. So, like,
Yeah, Vishwanath, can you share about your entry into the Taskycraft?
Yeah, sure, sir. So, like, the founders of the company used to stay in my apartments. They got to know about me that I ran a hosting company, and I'm very active in the freelancing job. So they have approached me asking me whether I'm interested to work with no salary, and I said, yeah, if you're going to if you are going to give me an equity and everything, I don't mind working for free. So I started working there, and we on a part-time basis, I built the entire product from scratch, and later on the company went big, and like we had a presence in we have presence in entire India and Indonesia. And then I jumped onto that boat as a full-time developer.
So basically, when you are you have posted that particular Google form, and also to seek you are ready to provide the internships.
Right,
okay.
sir.
But you are looking at what exactly the skill set or anything which you are going to look at from the student perspective, so that even they also feel happy.
All right. So right now I'm more looking for people who are extroverts, because my platform is an influencer marketing platform. I don't know like how many people will be able to go and market. Like I need a person with a multiple skill sets, sir. Like they should be able to wear multiple hats. I like, as an internship itself saying that I don't need a person with fully trained person. I just need a person who is enthusiastic.
So you
He has a
don't
zeal to learn
require.
new things.
So you don't require any percentage criteria also, right?
I don't require any
Backlog,
percentage.
such type of thing.
Nothing, sir. Anyone are allowed. They just they should have a zeal to work.
So
Right.
if they will get an internship opportunity in your company, what kind of skill set and everything which they are going to get it if they will work with you?
Right, sir. So coming back to my like in my company, we are using
So
multiple
you can explain
stack of
about your
technologies, sir.
company, your what exactly your company is dealing with that, and then if they will join as intern, what they are going to get benefit out of.
Right, sir. So my company is an influencer marketing platform. So what for the people who doesn't know what is an influencer marketing platform, uh, influencer marketing platform is something like just like not giving a definition. I'm going to explain you a scenario. Yeah, in this COVID time, everyone has started using YouTube, and everyone are watching some cooking videos or fitness videos on the YouTube. So in a particular cooking video, I will ask the content maker to promote a brand of maybe gold of sunflower oil. So the person who is cooking in that video will watch for gold of sunflower oil, something like that. Something like see, I'm using gold of sunflower oil for cooking this because of using gold of sunflower oil, the food tastes good. So whenever whoever are watching the video, whoever are watching that particular cooking video will be attracted to buy the gold of sunflower oil, because whenever we watch a video on YouTube, we tend to follow the entire recipe, like as described by the guy in the video. So we are going to influence the people to buy a certain brand. And how people will be helpful for me is like in my company we use different stacks. For the front end, we use React and Next.js. In the back end, we use PHP, Node as a backend, and for the databases, we use MySQL, MongoDB, and Redis to fasten up the data and to provide the fast analytics. And also, we use Elasticsearch for giving analytics at a large scale. And whatever the data we got, we process the data using machine learning, and we provide sentiment analysis on the data, and we filter the data. So and also we have it is a marketing platform, so we have a huge marketing team who are working on a retainer basis. So we want to provide them with the market research people. Like the market research people has to research the market, like which brands are going to advertise in the digital, and how their sales and brand image got increased by doing the digital, and how we can help with them influencer marketing. If the market research team can get us that information, our marketing team can do that. And also the marketing interns will be able to go with our experienced marketing guys and learn how to do a sales pitch. And the technology angle, any person who is interested in technology can also work, like a friend on the front end basis or the back end, or on the databases or the DevOps, data science, AI or the AI, anything, anything that where people are interested, they can start working with us, sir.
So you mean to say that the moment if anybody is joining the interns, they need to come to your company, or otherwise they can work from home?
Work from home, sir. Sorry, actually I forgot to mention, sir. Like right now, my entire team is remote, sir. We don't have an office. We don't work from an office. Our homes are our offices.
Okay.
So whoever are interested, they can directly work from home. And if there are any meetings, they just have to walk in with us.
Okay. So now when they are working from home, and so you are going to give the task and the target and everything to them, and how they have to develop it and what they have to do and everything?
Right, sir. We have we follow a process of like we follow a process of sprint thing. Like
Can
we'll
you
give
elaborate so that everyone can understand?
yeah, sure, sir. So we like for our developers, we give a task for 15 days. In 15 days, they have to complete a task. And if at the on the 15th day, we'll have a meeting, a group meeting, and there we will discuss what things are completed and what has to be done for the next sprint. So for each and every 15 days, we call it a sprint, and we work on that basis, sir. And on a day-to-day basis, we also track the progress.
So if the progress is good, then you're
Right,
going to offer
right.
the
For the actually for
intern
the
with
intern, sir.
stipend or anything like that, or otherwise?
Actually for the interns, it is going to be like this, sir. Like if the person is really worthy, and if the person is achieving achieving each and every target, we are going to give him a reward. Obviously, we even everyone who has applied for the internship will get a reward. The reward will be depending upon the work they have done.
Okay.
We are not we will not let anyone work for us for free. We want everyone to earn some money with us.
Oh, that's a great, that is another great opportunity which you are providing, which you have got at your BTech time.
Right, sir.
Okay. So, how your journey is going on after become student to a entrepreneur?
It's a roller coaster ride, sir. It's in a single word I can say that it's a roller coaster ride, sir. Because we like right now I'm in a like business itself is a uncertainty thing, sir.
Okay.
Like in the corona time, in this corona pandemic time, like like previously my businesses were running fine, but because of the corona pandemic time, I took a big hit, sir.
Oh,
Right.
so
So,
means, yeah. So when you have started this company?
it's I have started this company last year in January, sir.
Okay, so almost 1 year completed.
Yes, sir.
So what kind of turnover you have achieved?
Right now, till now we have done our MVP, sir.
Okay.
We have only completed our MVP, and we haven't done any revenues so far.
Okay. So means you are going to hit the market by what time?
I'm already in the market, sir. Like
Oh,
last month only, I have entered the market.
Okay.
So right now we are in the process of getting the clients.
Okay. So now the point is, if these people are working as interns, and even if it is hitting and everything, even they are going to treat that, okay, so they also can build such things with you, and even they can do the things, isn't it? Like
Exactly,
you.
sir. And also we are here to train them.
Oh, that's a good news also.
Because because I believe whatever they are learning on the internet won't be sufficient, sir. Like they only teach you something. They don't teach you in the real life scenarios. So
Okay.
we provide them all the materials. They have to go, they have to watch them every day for 1 hour.
Okay.
For 1 hour, and they have to come back with us with doubts. So we will be able to solve their doubts, and
Okay.
they will be able to work on a real life projects.
So what kind of skills they should acquire even to crack the industries? When maybe you be as an entrepreneur, you may have observed, okay, in the market, what kind of coding skills is required, or what kind of skills is required by an employee.
Right. Not only for my company, sir, but I have seen previously also, like by doing so many interviews, I understood this, sir. Like no, everybody asks for data structures and algorithms, but all these people will learn all these algorithms and data structures. Like whenever I ask you to whenever I ask a person to write a program for Mudsort or Quicksort, they will instantly open the IDE and they will start typing the program. But the main issue with this all these people is they don't know where exactly the mudsort and the or the quicksort or any data structure is used.
So
Like,
you mean to say if they will obviously if they are going to work in a real-time application development, definitely they will get that exposure also.
Not really, sir. I'm talking about the people who has experience.
Okay.
Even them, they are not understanding where exactly a quicksort or the mudsort is being used. Even I will also give an example where they can actually use it. Even in the MySQL itself, we use the data structures. Can someone answer where they will use the mudsort? Whenever they are writing an SQL query, there we use mudsort. And what is to perform the mudsort, which command we use in the SQL query? Can someone answer for that question, sir?
Yeah, all the participants are there. Okay, so any of the students can take that his question. So right now, whoever is going to answer internship is confirmed.
Yeah, sure, sir.
At least they can try, isn't it?
Yeah, they can try it, sir.
Open call, open forum to grab the opportunity. At least you have to try. Post it in the chat.
Yeah, they can post it in the chat, sir. I can say it. I just want to know in the MySQL. I have also shared much information. In the MySQL, we use it uses mudsort. When we perform a query, a particular query, it uses mudsort. In the name itself, it has everything. So I got some question from 587. Answer from 587, sir. Roll number 587.
So
is that answer correct?
Yeah, 587, 17, 7R1A 0587 answer is correct, sir. Like inner joins. Like
okay. So 587, can you please come unmute your mic?
Yes, sure, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, congratulations. Vishwanath, you are going to give an internship opportunity to him?
Yeah, sure, sir. He can work with us.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much, brother, for this opportunity.
Congratulations. Are you interested to work with him?
Yeah, sure, sir. Definitely, sir. I have posted even the Google form, sir.
Yeah, can you unmute your video also so that everyone can look at you also?
Yes, sure.
Yes. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Good afternoon, respected sirs and my dear friends. My name is Rajshekhar, and I'm from CSC 3B. That's it, sir.
Okay.
Have you interested to attending this kind of alumni talks and which is helpful to all the participants?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. And I'm feeling very proud for this and for getting this opportunity to work with this brother, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Congratulations. And Vishwanath, so he's the person, so you have given internship opportunity.
Right, sir. I got it. I'm also checking the form, sir.
Yeah.
So Rajshekhar, I will mark his name, sir. So my team,
Naresh,
my team can
please,
contact
can you
him.
note down and connect these two?
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Yeah, 587, you can unmute yourself, okay? Yeah, so during of this particular thing, he is going to ask the things and even you are going to get an opportunity, okay? So now I request all the participants, if you have any queries, you can ask him, okay, who has already worked with some companies and he has started his own firm, and definitely he was extending his support. And if you have any queries, please ask him so that you can have a great opportunities to get an internship, to work and to seek the guidance.
Right, sir.
Anybody have any questions on internship providing by him? Or some of the people are saying that, sir, I have backlogs, I cannot achieve something. There are so many such type of questions. Okay, he will answer your questions. Internship, if you want to join, generally, if you have any doubts to join, you can ask him right now. You
Yeah, you can
unmute
also ask
yourself.
him not only about the internships, you can also ask me about how to get a job in the market, and like in the
What they have to do.
what they have to do, and which areas are more like which areas are open to work. We can you can also ask me in there.
Hello.
Yeah, please, Roshan.
Uh, Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Roshan from CSE 2A. Sir, the doubt I had for you is that since you are a founder of a company,
Right.
would you only hire technical employees from your from a college, or would you directly take somebody for a leader's role?
It depends on it depends on the need. So it doesn't mean like I only hire the technical roles. If see at this stage, I can only hire the technical people because I don't need a leadership team right now, and I want that I want these technical developers to become the leadership team. Like
Okay.
even if you see in any organization, the employees will become the leaders. We can't directly bring out an external guy and put him in a leadership team. That will disturb the company's culture.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. And also uh, all the even all the CSC people, everyone are only looking for a developer jobs. See, in the market there are only limited developer jobs. There are other opportunities also. Like people can work on information architecture. People can work on user experience designs. If they have some creative mind, they can also opt for user interface, user experience designs.
I
There are
also have another doubt, sir. Currently, there is a lot of boom for machine learning and all, right?
right.
So I think all the companies are opting to make everything automated. And so, if in case a company wants to hire a ML expert or somebody, wouldn't they hire just one or two graduates?
See,
Like for example, if you learn Java, you might have a company come and hire around 30 to 40 Java students, like people who are
right.
good at Java. But then if there are around 30 people also who are learning machine learning, so would they get into machine learning field?
See, if you pick a artificial intelligence area, in artificial intelligence area, people hire a lot of people because a mission will give you accurate results when you have a good data set. If you don't have a good data set, a mission won't give you an accurate results. And to work on the data, you should be writing lots of algorithms. Or if you are going to use any open source libraries to get it done, yes, in that case, people will only hire 2 or 3 people, not more than that. But any organization who is trying to solve something new, right now we have in the machine learning, in the deep learning space, we have OCR, we object identification, image object identification, video object identification, everything like that. So all these libraries are already there. So but you're trying to achieve something new, or you're trying to edit that library and use it for your specific use it for your specifications. In that case, people will hire lots of people, because to edit that library and to train that library, you need lots of people who will prepare the data set, and who will write the algorithms, and who will fine tune the algorithms.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And nothing can be right now. Not everything can be automated. We still have a human dependency everywhere.
Sir, so basically, do we concentrate on machine learning as a group, or do we stick to our core basics that's been taught?
See,
The possibility of getting a proper job is if you are into the mass recruitment, but at the same time, if you are willing to get into the exception roles like machine learning and all, you will have to be somewhere very exceptionally good in what you do.
see,
So
it
what do
doesn't.
you think?
It always it always doesn't depend on how exceptional you are. Yes, the mass recruitments are already there. People are hiring massively, and those are the MNCs. And if you look at if you look in MNCs, there will be only one performer in the entire team. There will be one or two performers, and the other eight people in the team. Like there, let's say there is a team of 10 people. In the team of 10 people, only one or two persons will be performing, and the 8 people will be depending on these two people. Okay, but what actually I say is, when you're learning machine learning, you should also think mission thinks like a human. So your thought process should be above anyone else. Then only you can write a perfect algorithm. Then only you can achieve a good results in machine learning. Like the accuracy of the data, accuracy of the result will improvise when your thought process is more accurate.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, any other questions, Ma?
Utilize an best opportunity, and if for a good question also he is going to offer. Yesterday also we have heard from Tahir or even Amresh, one good question has provided him a job.
Yeah. Feel free to ask me anything. Like I can answer anything related to technology. Even if anyone are interested in the blockchain, they can approach me,
Wow, that's great.
because I have developed a blockchain system for Ayushman Bharat, but that wasn't approved by the government of India, because blockchain reduces the scams and everything. So government of India didn't approve it. But Niti Aayog took it as a challenge, and they kept it to the government.
So mean to say is government is keen to implement such kind of anti-scam applications or not?
Actually, sir, they want Niti Aayog, the think tank of India, wants to implement anti-scam free solutions within the system, within the government. But as we know, the working in a government, or like working for a government, is like we have to satisfy each and everyone in the chain.
Okay.
And even if someone is not agreeing to
Yeah.
that, the project won't go ahead.
Approve. Yes.
So like
Not only
I
that,
don't want to reveal the names, but someone is
Hmm.
not happy with the blockchain solution.
Yeah, but whatever it may be, I hope maybe now even the government is also giving a positive signals towards to the blockchain oriented applications. But
Right,
what
sir?
my suggestion in the sense, instead of that anti that also, okay, why can't we apply the blockchain to the other firms like agricultural? Today we are looking at pollution free or only organic food processing units and all.
Right,
So
sir.
even we do not know when we are going to purchase any vegetables or anything also from where it is coming and how they have done a farming and everything we do not know, even in the chicken or even in any of the things. So there also we can apply that particular thing as of my concern in the
Yeah,
agricultural field.
absolutely, sir. Like I have done the technical consultancy for one of my investor who has a 5,000 hectare land in Togo.
Okay.
Like he wants to, like we have applied a blockchain there. Like you are saying, we have applied the same blockchain solution there. Like they only grow organic food. So
Okay.
we want to say that this organic food is authentic. It is like using a blockchain timestamps, and using blockchain geospatial information, we are authenticating that it's 100% pure organic food. We have already developed the system for Togo based company, sir.
Okay. So while you are doing that, even you have considering the weather factors and
Yes, sir. We also
while
consider the leaf, what stage the leaf is at, how much water
okay.
is stored at the how much water is stored on the leaf,
Okay.
and how green the leaf is. We
Okay.
also consider everything, sir.
Means pattern recognition also you have done it.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Very good.
We use drones to identify identify the space and soil erosion or something like that.
Okay.
Like I haven't done particularly anything on the drone, but I have supported applications for the drone using APIs.
Okay. Any other questions from any of the people, students? Dear students, please always utilize this an opportunities and please answer whatever the things which you have in mind.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a small question, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it audible, sir?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes,
it's
sir.
audible.
As you have said, you have started a company 1 year back in January, sir. Sir, my close relatives and one of my brother also started a company on digital marketing, actually, and all we are inspired to start a company and do something on our own. But my brother started it, and he kind of fallen, feeling ups and downs on it. And the main problem is getting the right audience for our audience for our work is getting difficult, sir. How do you manage that, sir? How do you manage the?
It's just with the convention. That's all. See, when we are doing a business, there are ups and downs. It's a roller coaster ride, as I said earlier. You just need to have a convention, and you should be in the market with convention that you are going to achieve something. That's how you are going to be in the market. And
yeah, it's becoming difficult to find the right person to your work, actually.
you should keep on trying that. That's all. There is nothing like finding. There is nothing. There is no solution to find the right person. You just need to keep on searching the people.
Yes.
Something I can say that trial and error. So
Exactly,
we try
sir.
it and then again change it and then again try it and again change it. So definitely we will get it. We will crack it at one place. Is it right?
Exactly, sir. And also
Yes, sir.
at one point we should be able to pivot entirely in a different direction also.
Yeah. What we thought and where we are going and what is the requirement. We have to.
Exactly. Like we never know how the market will be every time. We just assume that the market is going to be like this. At some point of time, we have to pivot. We have to pivot, and we have to do something. Something against all the things that we have done till now.
Yes, sir. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, ma? Zubair, are you there? You can message also if you are having any problem.
Hello? Hello, is my voice audible?
Yeah, Zubair.
No problem.
No problem. It's audible.
Yeah. Hello, brother. I'm Zubair.
Yeah, hi.
I'm from third year, basically. Okay. So you can just imagine, like, this is the point where I'll be facing many interviews. First of all, interviews secondary. Firstly, we have to pass the first round, the second round, coding rounds and aptitude rounds.
Right.
This is the basic thing, and maybe interview we can crack it. I agree to that. But one thing I'm always confused. In nowadays, there are so many coding questions, different types of coding questions are being asked in first round.
Right.
I've faced that till now, in 2-3 companies.
Okay.
So could you please guide us, how to prepare for that coding question, especially data structures, algorithm, and all?
See, like I said before, so many people are preparing data structures and algorithm questions through online HackerRank, CodeChef, somewhere or the other, but they are not understanding the essence of it. Like you understand how exactly the mud sort works. Just don't practice the code. Understand how exactly the mud sort works and how you can apply that algorithm in your real life problems. Every time you connect, whenever you are practicing something, connect it to your real life situation and apply that logic. So you will understand how exactly that logic works. And even when you are performing any coding interview, you just need to it will be on top of your mind, and you just need to write the code for it. Because you already know what functions you use and what methods you use to achieve that. You'll just you can easily write an algorithm by interlinking with your real life situations.
Is it clear, Jubair? Any doubt?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
Vishwanath, I still remember. I still remember. I'm wondering also.
Right.
Most of the time, you are not a regular student.
Yes, sir.
To college, sir. To college, and he used to be very silent, sir. Now he is
Yes.
speaking like a continuous English speaker, BBC news speaker laga మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు continuous గా.
Okay, so could you tell that what in your college life,
Right, sir.
and today's life, when you are comparing it, anytime you have found that this is a mistake which I have done during my college days?
Yes, sir. I still regret that I haven't done the proper networking in my college days, sir.
Proper networking in the sense of friends?
Yeah,
In sense
connecting with the right people or connecting with the faculty. I haven't done it properly, sir.
Yeah. Now
I still
now you
regret
have
it.
realized it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I hope our Abhinav is also asking the same question, that I'm not finding the appropriate people or customers for that. Okay. So
Right.
obviously, always it will be
Yes.
difficult in choosing of a right person, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Approaching of that, we have to do that. Okay. So if I will give you a chance right now to, as a alumni, what kind of work or what kind of suggestions or what kind of things which you would like to implement to our department?
Right, sir. I suggest teaching in a more of a practical way than a bookish way, sir. Because
Okay.
that is very important in this situation, in this market, sir. At this stage, the market is like everyone are passing out with the CSE degrees or the ECE degrees, and everyone are coming to the computer IT industry, and they are doing the development. Like one is doing the Android development, one is doing the iOS development, back and front, and everyone are coming to the IT industry, and they are doing the things, sir. But the main problem is when you read their code is not at all optimized, sir, because they don't know what exactly they're writing. They're just following what actually they have learned in the colleges or in the institutions. That's all. They are not following any optimization techniques or anything. So if we can teach them in a very practical way, they will be able to think more about it, and they will be able to write a efficient code.
Okay.
If I explain, if I take an example, Android versus iOS. Android is an open source code, and there are so many developers who write Android code. But if you and if iOS is a closed source, and iOS works on even now the iPhone 11 Pro has 1 GB RAM or 2 GB RAM, I guess, sir. But it still doesn't stuck on our phone because the level of efficiency, the level of optimization that they have done on the coding level, that achieved that results. Whereas Android is allowing all the pull requests from the open source developers. They are not able to achieve that efficiency in their program.
Yeah, even time to time the applications are also changing, because previously Android, if I learn, it is okay, but for other operating system like iOS, I have to learn. But right now, even Google is also come up with a cross-platform with Flutter. And
Yes, sir.
so now keep on, we have to update. I hope would like to. I hope you may happy to see that our Madaros are also there.
Oh.
Training and placement officer of us.
Yes, sir.
So Madaros sir, welcome, sir. Okay. So So that is what is your suggestion. So how best you can means, even if require, you are also going to ready to take some sessions to our second years.
Yeah, sure, sir. I will be available on Saturday, sir. So I'm, yes, sir. I'm up for it.
Okay. So because right now they are studying this particular.
Naresh sir.
Yeah. Madhav sir, your voice is not audible. Yeah, Vishnu. So on which topic? So like on React.js.
And my voice is audible to audience.
Yeah, right now it is audible, sir.
Reply me,
Madhav, sir, you
please.
can go ahead.
Sudarshan Raj sir.
Yes, Madhav sir, it is audible now.
Fine, but I'm not audible. Thanks. I can remember this alumni name as Taxicraft. Very nice, Mr. Really, I didn't remember his name, but I remember the company name.
Yeah.
He's a very good programmatic guy, right? I think he's a very good programmer, very good coding skills he's having.
Thank
From
you, sir.
starting, I think I heard from second year onwards, he's writing the coding when I'm talking with me. And one more important point I want to share with this alumni is,
right,
when you want to write the exam, some internship exams will be there, right? Means what you call that, some internship is doing at their company. But unfortunately, some mid exams are came.
Right, sir.
But the schedule is very tight and he has to write the mid exams as well as project. What some difficulties going on in that.
Right,
At that
sir.
situation, you don't believe that the company vice president came to our college and asked the permission. Sir, please, means he given a request to on behalf of his employee. How my intention to say all these things is a very good asset to that company. That's why the company vice president came to our college and spoke to me, and Department of CSF students are also, sir, regarding all these things. That's I can remember this incident by seeing his face. What do you say, Vishwanath? I think now I'm seeing that Vishwanath,
Yes, sir.
Taxicraft, and that is a memory I have with him. Very nice to see you by giving that. And one important point is to, I'm requesting you, let us explain a 2-3, you have some time, I think 5 minutes,
Yes, sir.
how to write a coding and what logics is needed to improve their coding skills by the students to your juniors. Most of the students are afraid about the, not most of them, saying some students are afraid in terms of coding. But my question, just give me small inputs to the students how to write the code very effectively. That is my question to Vishwanath. Just take your
Yes,
over
sir.
to the Vishwanath, then you can start the session.
Yeah. Actually, writing a code is very simple, sir. Like we I don't remember in which semester we have this subject. We have a PPL, Principles of Programming Language. There we do we write the pseudocode. The pseudocode is just like how we think and how it works. So for writing any code, we should know how exactly the system is going to work. The system can be a real life system or anything. Like let's say let's take an authentication system as an example. What does the authentication system has to do? Authentication system should accept a sign up and a login. So here the first step is going to be the sign up. In the sign up, we'll take some information. We'll take an email address and we'll take a password. And when they enter the email address and the password, the first thing that we are going to check is whether the email is already exist in our database or not. And then we'll check the password. The strength of the password is right and matching our parameters or not. If everything is passed, then we will insert that record into our database system. So if anyone can think like this, they can easily write any code, sir.
So normally the point is when we are writing a code, so even you are going to use standard notations to identify the incoming variables, output variables and all, no?
Right, sir.
And output variables. But normally, regularly in our college, when we are going to write a program, we never do practice of that. Okay, to identifying of that.
Right, sir.
We are developing a modular programming. Every team is going to develop different modules and all. Okay, so I request you to take out one session on this particular thing. Okay.
Sure, sir. Right. Basically, in the market, everyone is using Docker and the Kubernetes for the microservices, which is a modular system.
Yeah, Docker is more preferred by the people now.
Exactly, sir. Because there is no dependency from one module to the another module.
Yes.
We must have seen this in Facebook. Like sometimes Facebook Messenger will work 100%, but the Facebook like and the commenting system won't work. It's because.
But the point is, person like me, when I worked in industry and right now when I'm looking at, when we worked at the time, we do not have a Docker.
Right, sir.
We have to follow a different coding standard, isn't it? Right now, a lot of other, like Citrix is also one. In middle, it came version control.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? But at our time, there were no such kind of version controls were there. We are supposed to do everything manually and all. But right now, so in that aspect, I request you to come up with one particular 1 hour or 2 hour webinar, whatever is suitable on this particular thing. Okay, so that it will be useful to so many young aspiring students.
Right, sir.
They can change it. So Vishwanath, once again, I sincerely thank on behalf of CMR.
It's my pleasure, sir.
CSE department for extending your valuable time and support. And
it's my pleasure, sir.
So now last few minutes were there. Can you open that particular Google form and pick out some people and you can ask them anything and check.
Right, sir. I have some questions there. So I just need to go through each and every question and I need to sort out the people, sir.
Yeah, please.
So it will take some time, sir. So maybe one of my team member will call each and every person and will connect with them, sir.
Can you tell me how many registrations came?
1 second, sir. I don't remember the last registrations I got.
Time will be, na?
1 second, sir.
No problem.
$39, sir.
Very good response. Immediate response.
Yes, sir.
I hope maybe so many requests you will get it after this particular thing. Okay.
Sure, sir. I'll be glad to help each and everyone, sir.
Definitely. Thanks a lot. And maximum whatever you can extend to the department as a alumni and please.
Sure, sir.
Do you extend your support?
I will, sir. I will do it for sure, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Vishwanath, for accepting the invitation immediately by the department. Whenever we ask, you have accepted and you have scheduled your time at this time also. Thank you very much, and you have given a good insights to the students and good motivation for our students, and I mean your juniors or sub-juniors, whatever it may be.
Right, sir.
So we request, I think you will continue in the same way, and as you promised, and whatever you have offered to the students.
Right, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's my pleasure, sir. Thank you for this opportunity, everyone, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, my dear faculty and students, for attending the alumni talk with Vishwanath. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.